Previously on Keeping Up with the Komets.
Scott behind the defense in alone scores! Declan Scott with 10 minutes to go, and that should put this one out of reach. There will be no repeat for the Kamloops Komets. They'll have to settle for the third place game. The Komets a chance to go out with a win here in the third place game against the Ballhogs. Whiteman in for the Hogs, shot, rebound, Deke scores! Tyler Whiteman puts the Hogs up 5-2. The Komets lose the third place game and go from champs last year to fourth in 2025.
Keeping Up with the Komets is brought to you in part by Pizza Now, home of quick pizzas, starting at just $7.99.
In Kamloops, great pizza doesn't have to slow you down or break the bank. At Pizza Now, quick pizzas start at just $7.99 for cheese or pepperoni, or go for a classic Hawaiian for only $12.99. Fast, fresh, ready when you are. Locally owned and proudly serving Kamloops. Pizza Now. Quick pizza, real value. Pizza Now.
The Komets enter the 2026 season with something to prove to themselves in the league after dropping 3 spots. And what better way to start the new campaign than to play the 2 teams that beat you in the playoffs, the Blues and the Ballhogs.
Obviously there's a bit of like, we want to take these guys out because of the last couple of meetings against them. And both close games, but the game last year at the end of the season, we outshot them. Their tender he was pretty solid. He won the game for them. I mean, we outshot them almost 3 times, right? And he just kept them in it. So hopefully tonight here, we got the full squad out. And we won't be short numbers. We don't have any reason or any excuses tonight, so we're just going to give them all we got.
The Ballhogs, meanwhile, entering the new season with not only new threads, but with more confidence after that third place finish in their inaugural year.
A huge win, man. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when our first game with the Devils, I think it was 9-1, and then, I mean, riding that, we're like, oh, first place all day, and our second game, we got blown up 9-2 by the Blues. So after that, all season, it was kind of up in the air. We just wanted to medal, per se, like kind of get a top 3 finish, and I mean, it wasn't a surprise. BDH took us down twice, and yeah, that's kind of who we're gunning after right now, and of course, you guys, we're trying to keep our thumbs on you if we can.
The Ballhogs carrying the play early. Their best player, Matthew Fascinelli, with a shot on Andrew Snetzinger. The Hogs also keeping chances away from netminder Joey Hyde. They open the scoring, but then take a penalty and give up a controversial goal. Craig Calder touches the ball on a high stick, then puts the ball in the back of the net. After some deliberation, they allow it, and we're tied at 1. It was the first of 3 unanswered in a wild game. Sean Ginott scores on the deflection. Then the newly formed line of Glenn Farrow, Craig Calder, and newcomer Tony Talarico gets one.
Ball off the back wall, right to Farrow, he scores! Glenn Farrow puts it upstairs, and the Komets have a 3-1 lead.
3-1 after the first. In the second, the Ballhogs, with a glorious chance, actually 2. But Snetzinger makes incredible saves on both to keep the 2-goal lead. But only for a couple minutes as the Hogs pull within 1 on a goal by Parker Klassen. They get 1, but they should have had more in the second. Sean Ginott gets into a shoving match with the goal scorer Parker Klassen and winds up getting ejected from the game early in the second. The Hogs get an 8-minute power play, their chance to tie it. But they stumble for most of it, running into a determined penalty kill. Yet their best chance came here, but Snetzinger shuts the door. The Komets holding on to a slim 3-2 lead, heading to the third period, and they get 1 early.
Talarico's got the ball, shoots, scores! Tony Talarico is first, back with the Komets, and they have a 2-goal lead 20 seconds into the third.
But there's a tectonic momentum shift as the Hogs turn up the heat and the Komets get tired. The Komets go from a 2-goal lead to a 2-goal deficit in the span of 5 minutes, and all seems lost. Under 4 to go, and they get a lucky one.
Shot from DeBurger, it's in! May have gone off the foot of Carter Grice, but nonetheless, it's the Komets back within one.
20 seconds later, the equalizer.
Klassen at the point, winds up, slap shot, scores! Chad Klassen has tied the game at 6. This is unreal!
Just like that, tied and off to a shootout. Snetzinger stops the first attempt. Then it's Mike DeBurger, the Komets' first shooter, and he buries it past Hyde. Snetzinger denies Facinelli, setting up the Komets for the victory.
Glenn Farrow can win it here. One move, 2 scores! Glenn Farrow caps off the improbable comeback, and the Komets win their opener in a barn burner, 7-6 in the skills competition.
How was that for our first game of the season? Okay? Yeah. I think we figured it out, 16 minutes in penalties, 8-minute power play, and we killed it. I'm not going to say easy, but it almost felt fairly easy. I don't really think they got much of an opportunity. Anyways, no, it was hard as hell. I'm just kidding. But fantastic game. That's how we want to start. We want to rough and tumble with these young guys. We want to show them that we still exist. We're still a team that's going to be a threat to them, and we proved that tonight. Great game today. I think that's a fantastic way to start the season. Okay, so that brings us to player of the game. Okay, great game. He really shined in our preseason game, so we kept him on the point. I want to make a note that it was a toss-up between Vanessa, whose first game was with us, which was awesome. Okay, so just to recognize you, game 1, fantastic. But it's going to go to Chad Klassen.
Thanks, guys. I'm not necessarily sure if I'm deserving. I don't want to look at my minus stats tonight, especially with those 4 unanswered goals that we gave up. But yeah, great 8-minute penalty kill. That was unbelievable. That could have been the turning point in the game. I think we shortly after got up 4-2. When they gave up the 4 unanswered, I didn't have much hope, but I was fortunate to get the game-tying goal to get us into a shootout and won in a shootout. So great job, boys.
Okay, good job, Komets.
Here are the Rec A standings after the first 2 weeks of the season. BDH is on top based on its 6-5 win in Week 1 over the Blues, the team that beat them in the championship game last season. The Blues are without a win in their first 2 outings, also losing 11-3 to the Flyers, a D-Division competitive team that Rec A teams will play this season. The Komets are second after that wild shootout win over the Ballhogs.
Right here in the heart of Kamloops, your all-in-one hub for movement, recovery, and results. Welcome to TCSC Kamloops. With 2 state-of-the-art gyms, personalized coaching, group classes, and 6 integrated clinic spaces, we're here for every step of your journey. TCSC Kamloops. Just show up, and we'll help you take it from there.
After a wild win over the Ballhogs, they faced off against their arch rivals, the Blues. Tony Talarico looking for his second goal in as many games in his second stint with the Komets.
Tony Talarico has always been a Komet at heart. He started with the team when it launched in the Rec League in 2021 and couldn't wait to get back.
Super excited to be back with the team. I started with them when they had their couple of inaugural seasons, and it was so fun to play with 2 of my kids and my 2 nephews. So memories I'll cherish forever on that one.
Tony played a couple years in competitive with his nephews on the Nordiques. He learned a lot and takes back some of those lessons to the Komets.
It's definitely faster. You don't touch the ball as much. IQ's got to be up there a lot more. Learned a lot actually in the C provincials last year. Spending a lot of time on the bench, not really on the floor, but got to see how quick and how the decisions had to be made so quickly.
While he was playing up in competitive, the team always held a spot when the time came for Tony to return.
Love having Tony back. I've been waiting 3 years for this. He was a Komet for the first 2 years. He went up to competitive for 3 years to play with his nephews, and now he felt it was finally time to get back down to the rec division. We held a spot for him for 3 years. He's back. Second year in the league, he was the top scorer. He was the league MVP, so we're adding a lot of skill, adding character, adding a lot of fun, and we welcomed him back with open arms.
And Tony hasn't lost his connection with the Komets while being away. He feels like he already knows the team.
You know what? I follow the Keeping Up with the Komets, so I got to see a lot of the players and the togetherness of the team, and I'm super excited to be part of it. I see that the rec division is getting more and more competitive itself. So I'm looking forward to that, and just kind of reconnecting with the guys and gals on the team.
No goals for Talarico on this night. The Blues had the jump early, first shift out and multiple chances with the Komets on their heels. At the other end, Jeff Andreas robbed by the glove of Waylon Moore. No scoring in the first. A much different story, though, in the second.
Ball in the corner, Kite Border finds Robin Border, it squeaks in, scores! Robin Border, it's the Border connection to open the scoring. It's 1-0 for the Blues.
It goes to 2-0 Blues not long after. Andrew Snetzinger keeps it from going to 3. Jeff Andreas made it a 2-1 game, but the Blues get it right back.
Sanders across the blue line to Declan Scott. Scott over to Cerrone. Back across to Sanders. What a play! This line of youngsters and the Blues restore their 2-goal lead.
The damage was not done in the second. 2 more from the Blues. Another by Keegan Sanders, and it was turning into a rout. The Blues go up 5-2 after the second. A long road back for the Komets on this night. They get 1 back from Carter Grice over a minute into the final frame. But as they did all night, the Blues responded, and then some. This was the hat-trick goal for Robin Border. He had 4 points. Keegan Sanders pots, 4 goals for the Blues. There were 8 Blues with multi-point nights, and they dominate the Komets in a 9-3 final.
Well, shots were even, play was even. They just scored again, we didn't. How many of them? Carter had one that was stolen, you had one stolen, I had one stolen. That takes an 8-3 hockey game, makes it 8-5, right? Is that bad math? 8-6, right? Those 3 goals would have, because that was earlier on before they got that lead. So again, they just had a good offense. They had those 3 guys high. On our end, I thought we had a good game. Andrew had a great game, okay? So it's not there was anything really wrong out there other than the same issue we had last time we played them. They just scored more goals than we did, okay? I thought, and they're young guys, right? And we're old here. Okay, other than that, player of the game, he got a goal there, and he played hard up front, and he's normally a D-man, so it needs a spare, which is good. So Jeff Andreas.
Hey boys, tough one tonight, but thanks for having me out, and it's only going to get better from here. Like 8-3, 9-3, whatever the score was. You guys will beat them next game, don't worry. So come back, play harder, let's go.
The loss drops the Komets in the standings and gives the Blues their first win of the season, a decisive one. That vaults the Blues into second place in the Rec A standings. The Ballhogs in top spot after a 7-5 win over BDH in Week 3. The Komets in a spot not familiar to them, in last place in the standings, heading into their 3rd game of the season against BDH next week.